Tight end U has churned out another. Notre Dame tight end Michael Mayer heading to Vegas with the 35th overall pick. Last season, Mayer was tops in receptions, receiving yards, and fourth in touchdowns by tight ends across all of college football. The strong-jawed big fella, an inline blocking force as well, looking to eat up some of that production left behind by Darren Waller. Jimmy G of the Raiders with a new weapon in both the run and the pass game. In studio with our draft expert, Ryan Wilson. Ryan, Michael Mayer, now in silver and black. We said everybody looks good in silver and black, but this big fella is going to make a difference day one, especially with a tight end position that needs an answer in Las Vegas. Tell me why he fell to the third tight end selected in this year's draft.
Yeah, that's interesting. He was my tight end one, not quite the athlete of Sam Laporta or Dalton Kincaid, although the better blocker than both those players, no doubt about it. But the lack of athleticism compared to those guys is probably what saw him drop a little bit. But that said, he is still a great football player, a great fit for this Raiders team. And by the way, you talked about Jimmy G. His backup is Brian Hoyer. What do they have in common? They both came from New England, where who was the coach? The OC, Josh McDaniels, now the head coach with the Vegas Raiders, obviously. Here's the other thing. What did that team do when McDaniels was the OC? Use their tight ends a lot. It started with Gronk, obviously. That's what we're doing here in a post-Darren Waller world. They have O.J. Howard, who they signed. They have Austin Hooper, who they signed. But Michael Mayer is a difference maker. He can play in line, of course. I mentioned he could block well for a tight end. But also you can line up in the slot. And he was the only show in town. And this is a recurring theme, Joe. We talked about it with the pick before with Sam Laporta. We talked about it with Zay Flowers. He was the only show in town offensively for that Notre Dame team. And now he has players around him to help him out. And I think he's going to be even more explosive at the next level.
We know Jimmy G likes himself a tight end. We'll see how well they get along here in Las Vegas. Michael Mayer off the board at number 35. Here's a look at the storied career that was for Mayer. You think of the tight ends that have come out of this program, the Eiferts, the Fassanos, the Rudolphs. Mayer, the latest in a long line of Notre Dame talent, and standing tall above the rest in 2022 when it comes to tight ends in the receiving game. We are LV for Michael Mayer.